important thing in business is honesty, integrity, hard work, family, never forgetting where we came from. Most important thing in business is honesty, integrity, hard work, family, never forgetting where we came from. Most important thing in business is honesty, integrity, hard work, family, never forgetting where we came from.
How's everybody doing tonight? You are now rolling with the D. Got a brand new setup for you tonight. We've been working pretty hard trying to get everything rocking and rolling. So we are excited to be here. Just getting our mic set up. Beautiful day, another beautiful day. Hope everyone's having an incredible evening. I'm Sunny D, I'm your host. It is officially 10:05, and we were trying something new tonight. We're actually doing a little behind the scenes live streaming. So we had a live stream going on, but we actually had it going on a different channel. So we'll let you know about that too. We've got more than one channel that we stream to. Today, for example, we had a 1.0 Express training going on, so we were streaming live from our 1.0 Express training studio. So our other channel that we have is called the Salon 1.0 Unplugged, and I'm going to tell you guys a little bit more about that this evening, what we're trying to do with that channel. But what that channel, what that really is, that's a behind the scenes kind of look, behind the scenes shot of us doing what we do and having a lot of fun with our team, with trainings, with events, things of that nature. So you'll be able to tune in and check out the Salon 1.0 Unplugged from time to time. You never know what you'll see. I mean, it's totally uncut, uncensored, unedited, on everything. So it's a total live shot of us working behind the scenes. So we were doing that tonight. We had that going on, so you got to see a little setup. But if you weren't on that channel and you're just tuning in on this channel, then you didn't see it. But we will be doing that. So we'll start our shows a little bit earlier so you have an opportunity to come behind the scenes and take a look at what's going on in the studio. So lots going on in the world today. Lots happening. Hopefully you guys are excited to be here. We come to you 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. Right now we're hitting you up at 10 p.m. Eastern time. So this might be 10 p.m. if you're on the West Coast. I know I have some people on the West Coast that are 3 hours behind. So if you're 3 hours behind, then you got to catch up. So we'll have you guys get caught up. We got Pat Man behind the producer studio. What's going on, Pat?
Not much.
Pat's over there, not much. I think you can probably turn the volume up a little bit on the mic. I'm monitoring the live stream. There we go. A little bit more maybe. All right. I'm hearing myself, so I'm going to turn myself down a little bit. So I hope everybody's doing good out there. I'm Sunny D. I'm your host. You are now rolling with the D. Hashtag RWTD. Rolling with the D live. Coming to you from Studio 1.0. Excited to be here. Make sure you're using the hashtag, our official hashtag for the show. Hashtag RWTD. Excited. We got a big week going on in the world of 1.0. Update you guys on that. Thursday night, Friday night, we're going to be streaming the live show. We're going to be in Atlanta doing some training there. So the live show will be coming to you from ATL, from the Dirty South, the Dirty as they call it. So we'll be streaming to you from there. Going to have some great information. So why do we do this show? We do this show to reach out to the beauty industry, and we say hacking the Bob, which we're hacking the business of beauty. So when we think about rolling with the D, what we want to do is we want to create a platform, a resource that you guys can come to on a daily basis. You can tune in. You can let us know how we can help you in any way. We're talking to you about all things beauty, business, entrepreneurship, growing, helping you discover the inner entrepreneur, helping you discover how you can become free financially. We're working on financial freedom. We're working on time freedom. We're working on teaching our hairdresser community, our beloved community, about the business behind the beauty. We call it hacking the Bob, hacking the business of beauty. The reason that I really decided I wanted to create this platform is because I wanted to be able to reach as many people as possible, and I thought what better way to do it than via the internet. The internet, we can reach the masses. So we're bringing this show to you. We appreciate you guys coming in. We appreciate your feedback. If you're in the social stream, we want to hear from you, so you can leave a comment. You can say something in there. If you're just coming on the show, if this is your first time on the show, just say hello. We're excited to have you. We're excited to share some information with you. So share something in the stream. Let us know where you're from, what we can do, how we can help you, what you're interested in hearing about, what topics you're interested in having me cover. We will leave no topic untouched. And we also are going to be bringing on experts in different areas. We're going to be bringing on people in the area of construction. So if you're thinking about ever building a salon, we're going to have a show for you. We're going to be bringing on accountants so we can go a little bit from the professional perspective on all things finance. And the people that we're bringing on are people that I work with, people that we do business with, as well as the people that we have ads on the show for. Those are products and services that we use that I stand behind and recommend. I only want to put the best in front of you guys, things that I'm using in my business that's helped us grow our brand, helped us grow our company. You know, we're hitting our 5-year anniversary this week. Super excited about that. And currently, you know, building out our team, our 3 locations. We're extending into the arm of the media. So with 1.0 Media, you're going to see a lot of different things coming from the shows that we're producing, from the do-it-yourself tutorials. We're going to have our team teaching how to recreate looks at home. So we have that going on. We're going to be having different events that we're going to be doing, the interviews, the 1.0, the Salon Unplugged, where you can come backstage, so to speak, behind the scenes of the salon inside of our trainings and our events. So we have a lot of things happening. Really, really excited about that. So I'm excited that you're here. If you're on the social stream, like I said, just drop a comment in there. Let us know how we're doing. We're doing this show for you. So tonight, we're going to be talking about this topic that's near and dear to my heart. If you're going to try to do anything, whether it's in business, whether it's in the beauty industry, whether it's in whatever your industry is, you need to get prepared for this thing that we call, in our world, we call it just haters. You're going to have to be prepared for haters. So we're going to talk about the value add that haters can bring to your business. We're going to talk about why it's dangerous if you don't have any haters, and how you can make sure you can get more. So we're going to be teaching you how to get haters. Now, when you think about haters, some people might call it critics. Now, if you think about the movie industry, which we're looking at the movie industry right now, it's getting turned on its head, upside down by Netflix. But no matter what happens to the movie industry, whether Netflix recreates it, shakes it up, completely disrupts it, the fact will remain that every movie that comes out, every piece of content that's produced is going to have critics. You've got the Rotten Tomatoes back in the day, Siskel and Ebert. They're always looking at the content and they're saying, oh, I liked it, or this it should have been like this, it should have been like that, it sucked, thumbs up, thumbs down. Every piece of content that's produced will have that. Now, when you want to be scared, if you're a producer, if you're a movie producer, if the critics don't even notice you, if you don't get any critiques, you don't get any haters, you don't get any people that love it, some people that hate it, you don't get any of that, that's when I would be worried. So tonight we're going to be talking about haters, why you need them, what's the value add, what add can they bring to your business or your organization, and third, if you don't have them, why I would be nervous. So I've done a great job at collecting, haters over my career. And the times when I get nervous is when I'm not getting any mentions. It's kind of like it's almost like on social media. We push out content all the time and then we hope that we get a retweet. When you put a picture on Facebook or Instagram, you hope somebody gives you a thumbs up, they like it, they share it, they heart it, they love it, they whatever. You hope that happens, and when that kind of stuff doesn't happen, how do you feel? So that's what I want you to think about. When you're not getting any attention is, my mentor, Grant Cardone, he's taught me through his teachings that attention is usually the number one problem for any business, any person, any entity. Right now, for our show that we're doing, Rolling with the D Live, Hacking the Business of Beauty, our show right now, it's critical that we get attention. It's critical that we get eyeballs. So we're constantly thinking of creative ways that we can get more attention, we can attract more viewers, we can shake things up, we can promote, advertise, reach people in different ways, because that's going to be our constant and never-ending effort that we need to be making. So for you and for your business or for your brand or for your company or for your individual effort, whatever you're doing, you're going to need haters. So we're going to talk about that tonight. Why you need them, how to get them, and if you don't have any, why you could be in trouble. So we got some juicy information to cover for you tonight on that. And as always, we're going to share a resource. I'm going to share one of my favorite resources and one of the exercises that I use. And when I say exercises, I'm talking about content. I'm talking about input. Your input is going to be critical, guys. You got to think about what you're feeding your brain. Too many of us in this world, probably 95%, are on a straight garbage diet, meaning we're constantly getting input, but it's bad data. It's bad input. We're putting a lot of trash in. And if you think about trash in, trash out. Same thing with your food diet. You eat like crap, you're going to look like crap, you're going to feel like crap, and before you know it, you're going to turn into crap. Same thing with your brain diet. input equals output. Input equals output. So I always like to share a resource, something from my library. So I'm constantly, pulling books out of my personal library to bring them in here to give you guys like a 30-second kind of commercial on the book, what I got out of it and why I think it's going to be valuable for you. So we're excited to have you here. If you want to call in tonight, the number here at the studio is 813-870-3700. That's 813-870-3700. If you're tweeting, if you're following us on the stream, make sure you're using the hashtag RWTD. And when we come back from break, we're going to get into this topic about haters, the value that haters can bring to you, why you need them, and if you don't have them, you need to be nervous, but I'm going to show you how to get some tonight. So we'll be back after this break, so stay tuned. You're rolling with the D, and we'll be right back.
This break is brought to you by 1.0 Express, a Paul Mitchell focus salon and professional training salon. Are you a professional stylist who loves professional training? Or are you a salon owner who wants your stylist to receive the best professional training and become more well-rounded? Then you need to visit 1.0 Express, a professional training salon, where we offer a variety of weekly mini classes and workshops that range in areas such as hair cutting, hair coloring, hairstyling, and business building. 1.0 Express, a professional training salon. Visit us at www.thesalon1.net for our upcoming schedule of classes and workshops, or call us at 813-870-3700. That's 813-870-3700. 1.0 Express, a professional training salon for salon professionals who love professional training. We'll see you there.
Take any client when you accept credit cards with Square. There's one low rate for every card, and you see money in your bank account as fast as the next business day. Schedule appointments, send text reminders, and learn how to keep clients coming back with real-time sales reports. Take care of your business with Square. Get started for free at square.com.
All right, we are back in the place to be. I'm working with my producer, Pat Man, over here. I'm like, give me a countdown. His countdown's now. This is what he says. He says now. He's like, not a 5, 4, 3, just like now, you're live. So here I am, live. No countdown. So what is a hater going to do for your business? What is a hater going to do for your reputation? Too many of us, we try to fly under the radar. When you guys are building a brand, it's not going to be, this is something we talk about, the thumbs up, roll in or roll out. It would be great if every single thing that you did, people loved it. But let me ask you something. Do you think that's a reality? I'm going to tell you right now, it's not. It's not a reality. So you need to be okay with knowing, okay, this isn't a reality. This isn't really what's going to happen. People aren't going to love everything you do. So I want to set you up by giving you that just so you know, like, people are not going to love everything you do. And when it comes to haters, you need to find out ways to get them. Now, why would you want a hater? Why would you want a hater? Let's take a look at some of the people. If we kind of go down the list of some of the biggest stories, in the media, even over the past year, a lot of them revolved around this kind of love-hate thing, whether it was a person. I mean, I know one that I can think of that people love to hate her, but what happens is, they hate her 1 minute, they love her the next, but either way, she wins. So if you're getting haters this week, you're getting admirers and lovers next week, both weeks, you can get paid from that. And the person I'm talking about, I'm sure you guys already probably know who I'm alluding to, but is none other than Kim Kardashian. So I want you to think about what Kim is doing. So Kim Kardashian built a brand, and she built a brand, became famous, and for some of you guys, like really what launched her into the stratosphere, what launched her career into fame, was this little video that she had. This little video of her with, I think at the time, who was it? It was Ray J. At the time, she was, with Ray J, and they had a little, they made a home video. It wasn't like Danny from Full House type of home video either. It wasn't America's Funniest home video. It was one of those that you watch late after the kids are to bed, a very adult home video. But what happened because of this video? It got leaked. Now, let me ask you something. You guys have made videos, right? You've made videos. Do you think that a video like that accidentally gets leaked? Or do you think it was orchestrated? Because I'm going to tell you right now, nothing like that happens on an accident, guys. We're going to wake up right now. This is Media 101. This is Get Attention 101. She played this. It got leaked on purpose. And what happened to both Ray J and Kim's career from that point? They skyrocketed. They became the most talked about thing ever. Now, here's what happens. That could have been the end of the story. That could have been the end of the story. But she spun it and turned it into a brand and turned herself, her name. That's her assets are all physical. Her entire brand was really built from that one video getting leaked. Now you knew who she was. She got attention. People hated her for it, but she took that attention and then she continued to spin it and continued to spin it. And now she continues to spin it. I'm sure last time you were at the grocery store, what did you see when you looked to the right? Probably Kim and her baby. What's her baby's North? I think West. So with her and Kanye, I mean, they're both great at getting haters. Now, let's take a look at Kanye. What did Kanye do? He was kind of a producer, not too many people paying attention to him, not that many looks. So what did he do? Came out at the music awards, snatched the mic out of Taylor Swift's hand, said what he said right in the middle of her acceptance speech. What did that do? That was the shot like heard round the world. Everybody's talking about that. I can't believe what he did. All the Kanye fans are like, yeah, he should have won, or whoever he said, Beyonce should have won this award. He had tons of people instantly virality took place, and he all of a sudden became the number one word out of everyone's mouth. Can you believe what Kanye West did? Getting haters, getting admirers, either way, he still gets paid. So you have to think about that. One more you guys will probably know about from this year, really a big one, that hit coming through. Can she keep the momentum up? Miley Cyrus. What did she do? Okay, she went from innocent Miley, lovely, adorable, had tons and tons of fans, needed to get attention, needed to make a crossover. So she said, I'm going to do something, so outrageous that it's going to hit, it's going to make a big splash. She shaved her head, started humping bears on stage, sticking her tongue out. Next thing you know, what happened? Everybody's talking about it. And we're in the salon industry, so we know what people are talking about. And everybody was talking about Miley Cyrus. Now, it was mixed feelings, right? Some people loved it. Some people hated it. Some people couldn't believe what she was doing. Some people thought she was disgusting. Some people thought all kinds of different things about her. But here's the thing. Love her or hate her, her mouth, everyone's mouth, her name is in everyone's mouth. So she's getting attention and she's growing her brand. So when you think about haters, I want you to think about it from either way that you have people, some people are not going to like what you do. Sometimes that's going to be okay because those are your true haters. But you have to think about which direction are you taking your brand and where are you coming from. If you're coming from you're trying to actually either hurt yourself or hurt people, then maybe you're having haters for the wrong reasons. I mean, let's look at ISIS, right? They've got tons and tons of haters. Do they have people that love them too? Yes, they do. But what did they have to do? Did they exist before we saw them on TV beheading people? Yeah, they did. But they weren't getting attention. They needed to get some haters. They wanted to become global. They took it to the next level. Now, will that ever turn into love? I doubt that seriously. But that's another example of somebody that they're using an evil way to go about it. Now, for you, thinking about that's a big stark contrast between, when you got Miley and you got ISIS. It's not really a comparison. One, Miley, she's doing what she's doing, can be thumbs down. People can turn their nose up at her, but she's building a brand. But people like them, they're very sick individuals. but equally they're getting haters. Now, what happens when you get those haters? So you understand, this is why you need them. Because you need them, because who's going to talk more about what you're doing? Who's going to talk more about the next service or the next product you put out? The people that love it or the people that hate it? You know, honestly, sadly, it's the people that hate it. You put out a product that people hate, you'll get more attention for that product than the people that love it. And what do you have to do? Now you have to think about, okay, how am I going to turn this product or how am I going to turn this service into something positive? You're going to have to ask yourself the question, how much do you believe in the product or service? Because now you've got people that hate it. People like to criticize, right? You know, the guy that tells you about, you know, going somewhere and sometimes he hasn't even been there, or you should try this or try that, and they haven't even tried it. I've been sucked into that vortex before. People telling me, oh, you should do this or should do that. You know, you should do this with your business or you should do that with your business. And then I'll ask them, I'll say, so tell me, like, how did you do it with your business? Oh, I was never a salon owner, but I worked in some salons before and I saw this or I saw that. So you have to investigate, you know, where you're getting your information from. But people love, everyone's an expert. You know, we live in a society today where, I mean, everyone, you know, they think they're an expert on stuff they haven't even done or tried. So they're going to be the first ones that are going to run to you. But you need those critics because their voice is louder. So the first thing I want you to think about is, why do you need haters? Because they have a louder voice. If you think of yourself as a visionary or you're like a forward-focused kind of optimistic person, you are grossly outnumbered. I'll tell you that. I know I am. But you need to have these haters because they have a louder voice than you ever will have. No matter how much you love what you do, there's 10 people that want you to fail. And you got to understand, and that's just the reality, guys. I mean, you know, I'm trying to keep it real with you. When I told you we're going to hack the business of beauty, this is business that you need to know. Some people call it the game. Know the rules of the game. You must attain these haters, and you need to build the number of them. So if you can think about, oh, who's hating on you, or who doesn't like you, or who's talking trash about you, and it's only one or two people, you're probably irrelevant. You're probably irrelevant and really not even on the radar right now. So I want you to be thinking about how you can increase that number, not by purposely trying to get somebody upset or trying to, you know, backstab somebody or trying to, well, they're talking trash about me, I'm going to talk more trash. That's not the game I'm talking about trying to play. I'm talking about increasing the number, though, because their voice is louder. And if you can get them amplifying your message, whether they love it or hate it, either way, you get paid. So why don't you think about that? When we come back, I'm going to share a couple tips. So first thing I want you to think about is the haters, why you need them. When we come back, I'm going to talk to you about how to get them, how to purpose your message or your brand or your focus so you can actually attract these haters and build them. I'm constantly trying to build up my haters because I know that for each hater that I have, that's like 10 extra haters I can gain from them. For each person that loves what I do, I probably have 10 haters. So the volume is a lot louder on the hating side, but that's okay. So when we come back, I'm going to talk about how to get them. And I've got a couple cool things that you can do, you know, that you can increase your hater count. So if you're watching with us live, thanks for tuning in. You're rolling with the D. Make sure you're using our official hashtag RWTD. Tweet in, leave a post in the stream if you have a question, something you want to contribute to this topic. If you have haters out there or if your hater count is low, let us know. We're all about getting you some more haters. Let us know. That's what this show is all about tonight, guys, why you need haters. So thanks for tuning in. We're going to take a short break. We're going to come back. The number here at the studio, 813 870-3700 if you want to call in, talk to us live, or if you want us to call you, you can put your phone number in the stream and we'll call you and talk to you about this topic tonight. We're reaching out. We're going to flip the script on you guys tonight. So thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned, guys. We'll be right back. We're going to talk about how to get you some haters. Stay tuned.
Your morning, your job, your activities throughout the day. They all take a toll on you. Then you have to do it all again, and again, and again. Sometimes you need an extra charge. Awake Energy Shots give your body the boost it needs when you can't afford a letdown. Take charge. Get Awake Energy Shots exclusively at shop.com.
This break is brought to you by the Salon 1.0, a Paul Mitchell Focus Salon with locations in Tampa, Florida and Oldsmar, Florida. Are you tired of the same old routine when you go to the salon? You know the one I'm talking about. You go into the salon, sit down, and the stylist says, "What are you getting done?" And then when you leave, you have a shorter version of the same thing you came in with. Then it's time to upgrade your salon experience and visit the Salon 1.0 near you. Our team of salon professionals are trained in the latest techniques in hair cutting, hair coloring, and hair styling, and will offer you customized consultations with every visit. Enjoy our complimentary beverage bar and private shampoo room where you can sit back, relax, and enjoy a hot towel treatment, head massage, and hand massage with every visit. Come in and let one of our Paul Mitchell trained professionals create your new look. Visit us at www.thesalon1.net to schedule your next reservation. That's www.thesalon1.net. You can also reach us in Tampa at 813-280-2953 or in Oldsmar at 813-854-4505. Visit the Salon 1.0 and let us show you what the salon experience is all about.
All right, guys, we are back in the house tonight. We're talking about this juicy topic called haters. I see some people are digging it. They're loving the topic. So I'm excited to be sharing the topic with you. So what we want to know is, what do you guys think about haters? Do you think they're good? Do you think they're bad? Do you know even what a hater is? Is it just is it just something that you heard about? I think it was what was the song? Haters Gonna Hate, right? That song came out. Little Haters Gonna Hate song. I want you to be thinking about, when you think of the word hater, what is it? When you think of the word, I'm going to give you a definition that we have. Here's a definition. This is straight out of the Urban Dictionary, okay? So you check this out on Urban Dictionary. But here's a definition. A person that simply cannot be happy for another person's success. So rather than be happy, they make a point of exposing a flaw in that person. Now, the reason I wanted to read you this definition is because this is where you get to flip the game. If you're poised and you're ready and you know. So you have to first identify, okay, you need to know what a hater is and why you need them. So we talked about that, because their voice is louder. Now we want to identify that hater. So a person that simply cannot be happy for another person's success, and therefore, rather than be happy, they make a point of exposing a flaw in that person. So I'm going to continue that, and it says hating. The result of being a hater is not exactly jealousy. Key point here. The hater doesn't really want to be the person he or she hates. Rather, the hater wants to knock someone else down a notch. Okay? So when you think about that, how do you get more haters? So you identified what a hater is. We just talked about that. And I want you to think about this. If you know that haters are going to hate, right? That's what the song said. Haters going to hate. You already know that's going to happen. You know that their voice is louder than anything that you have. What about this? The flaw. So they're going to look at the flaw. They're going to try to point out those things. So you know that that's what they're going to point out. So those are the areas that you're going to need to focus energy on. So those areas that they're going to point out. Say, for example, One of my favorite comedians is Cat Williams. Now, one of Cat Williams' quote unquote flaws is the fact that he's short. He knows the game, and he knows he needs to get attention, and he needs more haters than he does anything else because they have the biggest volume. What are about 90% of his jokes about? About him being short. That is called a player. So Cat Williams is a player, and he's playing the game. He's playing right into the haters are going to hate. So now, not only do you have the haters exposing that flaw, which they're in their head, they're thinking, we're going to expose that flaw. Man, he's short. He doesn't we can't even see over anything. So what does he do? When he comes on stage, he has a stool that's almost as tall as him. On purpose, an oversized stool to make him look even shorter. His wardrobe, if you see when he comes out with these jackets, these fur jackets and fur coats and long, and they're almost down touching the floor to make him look even shorter. Wears a top hat. What is that all about? The belt buckle has this huge cup that makes him look shorter. He understands the game. So what I want you to be thinking about is how are you going to get more haters? So I want you to be thinking about flaws. I want you to be thinking about the chinks or wherever you think that the hater may expose and trying to bring you down, and you're going to focus for the next 30 days. You're going to focus that energy in that area. So say one of the focuses, you're not good at a skill of some sort. You're going to focus on that area. I want you to channel in that area, and I want you to actually either you're going to work on that area, you're going to highlight that area, because you already got the haters highlighting that area for you. So now you're going to take that area and you're going to highlight it, and you're going to get extra magnification of that certain area. Extra magnification. So say, you're an educator and you're working for a company, and you know that you've got some haters out there, and they're going to try to throw chinks at the fact that you're an educator, that you're trying to, maybe you're a business owner, the fact that you went into business for yourself. So for the next 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, I want you to be focused on being that to the point where you own it, you master it. Now, when Cat Williams took being short, he couldn't change that physically about himself. But what he could do is he could own being short. He could make it a prop instead of a stop. He could take it and make it a step up instead of a let down. And there's something that you have. You already know. If you think about it, you already know what it is that people are going to hate on you for. I know you know. Everybody knows. They're going to hate on you for something. So I want you to start thinking, what is that something? What is it that they're going to hate? Are they going to hate on you because you're not smart? They're going to hate on you for the color of your skin, because you're a female, a male, you're short, you're tall, you're fat, you're skinny. What are they going to hate on you for? You're smart. Whatever it is, identify it, because that's going to be the ticket. That's how you're going to gain more haters, because here's what happens. This is where you get to change the game. When you start to, now Cat Williams takes that shortness and he turns it into the backdrop of every joke. Guess what the haters do? They get furious, and that's what you want. Because remember, for every one person that loves you, you want to have a good ratio of 10 people that hate you. The voices of the haters is going to magnify way louder than anybody that loves you. So if you all of a sudden turn the thing that they want to hate on you about, or the things that they want to hate on you about, into your strength or the moral of your story, the message of your being, the backdrop of your brand, what do you think that's going to do? That's going to get them so furious. They're going to start throwing fire and getting more haters. And who do they think they are? Who does she think she is? How dare they use this like that? And they're going to start building up the volume and the voice for you. Whether they hate you, whether they love you, either way, you get paid. And that's how you're going to be able to get haters. So your goal right now, if you know how many haters you have, you can count them and you can count them all on one hand. That's going to be your first problem. You don't have enough. You need to figure out. And if you don't have any haters, that's even a bigger problem, because that means you're not even on the radar yet. You're not even coming up on anyone's radar, even significantly enough for them to even acknowledge that they want you to fail. Because remember the dictionary, what does the dictionary say? A person that simply cannot be happy for another person's success. That's the definition of a hater. So rather than be happy, they make a point of exposing a flaw in that person. Your mission, my friends out there, and the Rolling with the D universe, RWTD Nation, your mission is to take that flaw and make it the backdrop of your success. Just like Cat Williams took everyone's talking crap because he's short, he took that and made that the punchline to almost every single joke. So whatever your thing is, you know what it is. You know what people are going to come at you for. You need to take that, and you're going to piss the haters off to a point where they're like, oh, they're going to hate you even more. And that's what you need, because they're the voice. The haters are the voice. And what did Kim Kardashian do? Brilliant. What does everyone talk smack about her for? What? You know what it is. Her assets. Exactly. You know where I'm going with that. So what does she do? Any chance she gets, every outfit she wears, every time she's anywhere, what does she highlight? The thing that everyone's talking about. The thing that everyone's trying to hate on her for. Oh, it's so big. Some people love it. Some people hate it. Who does she think she is? Why is she wearing this? Why is she wearing that? You think she doesn't know? She's using her assets. She's learned how to turn that flaw that the haters are exposing into the thing that made her famous. And that's what I want you guys to be thinking about. So that's how you're going to get more haters. So tonight we're covering a hot topic. It's all about haters, why you need them, how to get them, and how you can increase the number of haters you have. And when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about being nervous if you don't have any. And we're going to go into a couple tactics and things that you can explore, questions to ask yourself, so you can identify where those areas are that you can use for your advantage. So you're rolling with a D. Glad you're here. If you like this topic, make sure you leave us a tweet, leave us a post, say something in the stream. Let us know what's going on. Are we hitting the mark? Are you getting something out of this? That's what the show is for, guys. I need the feedback. We want to know what you're up to. Hashtag RWTD. Let people know it is going down. Rolling with the D. Tuesday night, loving it, loving this topic. And we're going to show you how to get some more haters, and we're going to talk about how you can get some of these haters to actually turn into admirers if you follow these steps. So we'll be right back. If you want to call into the studio, call in. It's 813-870-3700. We're standing by live. If you want us to call you, drop your number in the stream. Hit me up on the Facebook page. Leave me a message. Tweet it to me. Get your number to me in this next 10, 15 minutes, and I will call you, and we could tackle this topic together live on the air. Thanks for being here, guys, and we're going to be back right after these messages and show you how to get some more haters. Stay tuned.
This break is brought to you by Delusion Co. Are you ready to simplify your life with modern, real-time accounting? Then you're going to want to visit Michael and the team at Delusion Co. They offer a variety of services from accounting, bookkeeping, taxes, tax planning, and financial planning for individuals and businesses to help save you time and money. They utilize the latest innovations in cloud-based technology to really help you grow your business, and they can adapt to any platform. They are truly accountants for the digital age and will keep you up to date with the latest strategies and solutions. Get in touch with Delusion Co. at deluciaco.com, also at 813-252-0-TAX. That's 813-252-0-TAX. Delusion Co. Simplify your life with modern, real-time accounting.
Welcome back. Rolling with the D, your live show coming to you daily, Monday through Friday. We are on the live stream. Glad to have you guys here with us tonight. Excited you're taking some time out of your schedule on a Tuesday night to hack the beauty business. We call it hacking the business of beauty, or hacking the Bob. So what is hacking the Bob all about? We're tackling topics. We're showing you how to build your brand, how to build your business around what you do and love. I think it's been far too long since the beauty professionals learned the business behind it. So I'm taking it on as a personal mission to bring you information that you can use to navigate through the business of beauty. We always spend a lot of time, like we did a live training, today, which I don't know if anybody was on our channel. We have another channel called the Salon 1.0 Unplugged, and on that channel we actually stream the entire training behind the scenes, uncut, uncensored, so you can check that out. We'll be doing that weekly. We also have some other channels we're building out, but we're working on hair cutting, and we're working on that. That's the art part of our business, the art of beauty. But then you have the business of beauty, the Bob, and this is where Sunny D, your host, your chairman of the business of beauty. I'm here to hack through different topics, and today we got a juicy one. We are talking about haters. We're talking about why you need them. We're talking about how to get haters. And you know what? You guys need to be nervous. If you don't have them, I need you to be nervous. If you can think, if the statement comes out of your mouth and you say, well, everybody loves me, I don't have any haters, you need to be nervous about that. And here's the reason why. You're irrelevant. If no one's hating on you, if you're walking that fine line, my mentor, John Paul DeJoria, the owner of Paul Mitchell, the owner of Patron Tequila, he said, most people in life, they tiptoe quietly through life to make it safely to death. And if that's the route, what kind of life is that, guys? Come on. What kind of life is that? That sounds like, I don't know, boring. I mean, what does that sound like to you guys? Boring. That's not a life. That's not a life. To tiptoe quietly to make it to the grave. Listen, you're going there anyway. I guarantee you, that's your last stop. That's inevitable. We're all going there. So while you're here, what are you going to do? Why do you need haters? What does a hater become? Now, if you have a mission, just like we've been sharing some examples. We talked about, my girl Miley Cyrus. Talked about my girl Kim Kardashian, West, whatever she's calling herself these days. We talked about my boy Cat Williams. They had tons of haters, and then their haters became admirers. Some of their biggest critics become their biggest fans. And then they built businesses around the number one thing that people dogged them for. So when Miley Cyrus was up there, humping the bear, sticking her tongue out, everyone's, what happened? All of a sudden, she's selling out stadiums. She came here to Tampa, Florida. Boom, sold out. I had people at my salon, I'm going. Everybody want to go see what's she going to do next. What is she going to do next? Okay? You have to think about that. What are you going to do? So she knew she's going to catch some backlash. But first she got haters. And then those haters started to admire the fact that she was bold enough to take a stance. With Kim, same thing. With Kat, he's short. Okay. He turns it around. And he turns so many haters into admirers, selling out stadiums. I got to see the man live. The man is a genius. But he knows. He's identified that fatal flaw. He knows where the weakness is at. Who else? What about my boy Eminem? White boy rapper from Detroit, blonde mop. What did he do? He knew everyone's going to dog him about being a white boy rapper with blonde hair. What did he make that the main focus of his entire brand? His entire brand was built around being white boy rapper, blonde mop from Detroit. And he took that, the number one thing. So you need to identify, what is it? What is it that people are going to say about you? What is it that people are going to talk trash about? What is it that maybe right now it's a liability in your liability column, like I'm not really good at this, or I'm not really great at that, that's probably going to be an indicator. So this is probably going to be a weak point, or something that people are going to come at me for. If it's a physical trait, if it's a, if it's a business, you're lacking in a certain business area, if it's a skill or a technical trait that maybe you think they're going to point the finger at, then that's where I want you to beat them to the punch. You get there first, you highlight it. You take that and you make that the backdrop of your plan. And I want you to be nervous. If you guys don't have haters, you need to be nervous. So here's what I'm suggesting to you. I'm going to give you an example. For me, when I was starting out my career, I didn't really know about haters. I thought the game was, you don't want haters. You don't want people to dislike you. Try to get everybody to like you. Try to get everybody to be like loving you. I was so wrong. I spent a lot of time trying to get everyone to like me. And then in the meantime, I wasn't getting anywhere because I was trying to please everyone. Guess who was getting nothing out of that deal? Me. So you have to think about that. When we're talking this topic about getting haters, these haters, they're there because what? What did the definition say? They're hating. The result is not exactly jealousy. They're not hating because they're jealous of you, guys. They're hating and they don't really want to be you either. The reason that they're hating is that they want to knock you down a notch. Because they might see that you have potential. You have potential to make progress. People do not like progress. If you think back the last 100 years, everyone that was trying to make progress, what happened to them? They got killed. JFK caught a bullet. Who else? Mahatma Gandhi got assassinated. Who else? Martin Luther King got assassinated. Who else? Nelson Mandela, threw him in jail. I mean, they're taking them out left and right. Reagan, boom, caught a cap. Everybody. So people that are trying to make progress, they're not. They always have haters. The Steve Jobs of the world. Everybody that's trying to be great has haters. And if you don't have any, then you need to be nervous. You need to work on building that count up. Because the first thing they're going to do is they're going to hate. They're going to look for the flaws. So you're looking for the flaw first. That's your homework. Find your flaw. Second thing I want you to do is I want you to take that flaw and I want you to turn it into your main focus. Say you're a hair cutter in your head, but in reality you suck, right? Say you're just not that great. And you know that that's going to be something people can criticize you for. So guess what your mission is? To become great at that. You become so great that they hate you 10 times as more. 10 times as much as they do right now. And then guess what happens? You're going to find this little tipping point. You're going to get to this tipping point. And when you get to that tipping point, all of a sudden, they're going to start seeing your work. They're going to start seeing, I want you to start sharing posts. You're at a haircutting class. You're working on a haircut. You're doing a diagram. You're going to start sharing post after post after post after post. Your haters are going to be like, oh, who do they think they are? Who do they think they are? They're going to start hating more and more and more. But your work starts to improve. You start to get better. And what happens? All of a sudden, hey, you know what? She's pretty good. Hey, you know what? He's not that bad. And then you start flipping some of those haters into admirers. And then they start to admire you. Then they love you. Either way, you get paid. So your mission is to identify your flaw. You're going to call yourself out on it, just like Cat Williams. Oh, I know you're going to make fun of me. What about my girl Oprah? She knows, right? People don't like her name. They think her name's ugly. So what's she do? She named everything after the name of the network is Oprah. It's Harpo. That's Oprah spelled backwards, guys. She knows you're going to hate on her, so she put it on everything. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You want to identify it. You know they're going to hate on you for it. You kill it before they do. And then they get so pissed, they start building it up, hating on you more and more. But you will get to the tipping point. If you can persist, your mission in life isn't to get everybody to love you. Your mission is to be great. Your mission in life is to be successful. And you will not do either of those things if you're not willing to take the criticism that comes with it. You're not willing to take the critiques that come with it. You're not willing to collect the haters that come with it. That's your mission. So I want you to go out there this week. So you guys are out and about. I want you to be thinking, how many haters do I have? Do I have 5? I need to get to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, my haters aren't saying anything about me? I'm irrelevant. Remember that. If they're not saying anything about you, that's why you need to be nervous. You're not relevant. How do you get them? You focus on your flaw and you become great in that area. And then you start getting that in front of everyone's face as possible until they get sick of you, to the point where they're hating on you so much that you start to turn some of them into admirers, then they love you. Either way, haters or lovers, both you get paid. So that's what I have for you guys tonight. I hope you guys can take this. If you found any value in this topic tonight, I want you to think about that. You know, haters, you need to have haters. You need to have people critiquing you. If no one's got your name in their mouth, you're saying your business sucks. If people aren't talking trash about me, I feel like I am not doing anything. I'm not relevant. So I'm constantly trying to listen, right, and see, what are people saying? Are they saying I suck? Some people love me, some people hate me. If no one hates me, I'm irrelevant. I got no critics, because the critics give you the most publicity. They're your PR team. You know, if Kim Kardashian doesn't see herself on the cover of a magazine, somebody talking trash about her big butt or something like that, she's irrelevant. You know, she's irrelevant. So you need to think about, how are you becoming more relevant? How are you gaining traction in that world? Think about how you're going to get your haters. Find your flaw. Call yourself out on it. Become great at it until they get so sick and they hate you so much that it turns into admiration. That's what I want you guys to do. I'm going to leave you with this. Give you a resource that we have. Now, this is something, this is a book that I just got, and I want everybody out there to be thinking about this. You know, it's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot to be able to push, to be able to deal with the haters, to be able to continue to build, to be able to achieve greatness, to be able to go for success. You're going to need energy. And this book that I came across, it's called The All-Day Energy Diet. And it's going to take you through a week of little things that you can change, little unbeknownst myths that we think about food that we thought were the things that we should do, and it actually turns out to be things that are hurting, doing a lot more harm than good. So if you want to feel 10 years younger, have the energy of a child, I know I do. I got a little one who's 5 years old, runs circles around me. Get more done. Do you want to be able to do that and not give up like delicious food? This is a book you're going to want to get on your bookshelf. And you're going to go through Yuri Elkaim. Yuri Elkaim is going to take you through a lot of different steps, how to improve vitality, how to implement certain strategies, how not to deprive yourself. You're not looking for a diet, you're just looking for energy, how to eat right, so you're not feeling, do you eat food and then when you wake up in the morning, you feel tired? If you wake up in the morning tired, it's because of things you're putting in your body that is not working for you. So the book is called The All-Day Energy Diet. It's by Yuri Elkaim, and the last name it's Elkaim, so I think it's Elkaim. I'm not sure, Elkaim. The first name is Yuri, Y-U-R-I. Pretty incredible book, great strategies for health. I want you guys to be healthy. I want to be healthy so I can continue to push, continue to build my business, and I know you do too. So I want you to go out there, be great, check this one out, get it in your library, get it in your life. Make sure you're sharing. I want to hear from you guys. I want to know what your hater count's looking like. Let me know how you're doing. If I can help you get some haters, if there's something I can help you in that category because you need them, that's your PR. You're trying to get people to notice you. Your number one problem is no one knows you exist, guys. So you need more haters because they're going to be the ones that first they go out and tell the world that you suck, but at least now the world's paying attention to you. You keep being great, and then the world will acknowledge that. And that's what it's about, guys. So I hope this show was good. We're going to see you tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be in the place. We are going to start our stream a little early. You'll hear some of the background things that are going on in the studio. Maybe catch Pat Man, chatting. You should have saw him. He was in here tonight setting everything up. But we're going to have that going on. So we'll start our stream early. So let people know about the stream. We're trying to get eyeballs on the show. So make sure you guys are sharing the links that I'm putting out on Facebook, on Twitter. I'm doing short videos on Instagram. You look for Sunny D 1_0 on Instagram. I'm on there. Definitely share this with your friends, family, anybody that you know that wants to get a little bit more out of life, doesn't want to tune into the garbage that's coming on at 10 p.m. We're fighting for that prime time spot where the media wants to just dump murder, violence, pillage, and destruction on you. All the drama, we're trying to add a little bit of fire to your life, help you get your mind right so you can get your career path, your success trajectory going in the direction that you want. I'm your host. I'm your ambassador. I'm your chairman. We're Hacking the Bob, the business of beauty. Thanks for hanging with us tonight. We will see you tomorrow night. Make sure you get some more haters out there. Make sure you're continuing to grow your brand, continuing to be successful, and we will see you tomorrow night, guys. Take care.
Most important thing in business is honesty, integrity, hard work, family, never forgetting where we came from.